Did you find what you came for? With all your stolen thoughts and plastic friends, don't you want any more?
I prefer future to the past. I like moving forward rather than looking back. It has always been this way with me. I live looking forward each and every day, which can bring the new opportunities I can realize. After finishing every collection, I stop thinking about it and start a new project. Nostalgia is not about me. That's why I work with a focus on the future, with no concerns about the past. And speaking about style, I like the contemporary one. Nostalgia for the past really bores me. I think we should always refer to the younger generation, which keeps changing all along. It's these changes that inspire me mostly, and not something that was created before.
Influenzato più da quello che non da quello che ho fatto in passato.
Before creating my own brand, I have been gaining experience working as a stylist and assistant for well-known designers who have taught me a lot. At that time, I really enjoyed doing that work. And now I believe that each and every designer should acquire experience of this kind. By the way, the same is for doctors. To become real professionals, they have to undertake respective internship.
Negli ospedali, tirocinio, e io mi sono fatto un tirocinio, mi è molto piaciuto. Ho incontrato Tony era un medico, faceva medicina.
When I met Tony, he was working as a doctor and doing his medical practice. But I think it wasn't his way. Tony has always possessed great instincts of a businessman. So together we decided to launch a project that was discussed a lot. Tony has always supported me, and our views on the future business concurred. After about 10 years, we launched our own label named Ermanno Scervino. To be more exact, Ermanno and Scervino. But after a while, Tony decided to stay away from publicity and stage. He doesn't like it. Thus, that title has become associated utterly with my name.
It
all began with a small design studio. There were only 5 people, if I'm not mistaken, but we forged ahead, kept on developing, and as a result became what we are now. I love our studios, our workshops, and I really think they are superb. And Tony does his work very well. I would never have managed to do so well. I have no idea where I would be without him. I would hardly ever achieve this success. He deals with all management issues, and I'm happy about it.
Avrei preferito un grande brand, entrare, però questa parte la devo completamente a lui.
The success of our brand is determined by the fact that we were the first to start creating street fashion style collections. For instance, we've managed to change the image of Parker. For us, it was something huge, formless and extremely practical. We created really beautiful, luxurious Parkers which could be compared with evening gowns. I wanted to see the street fashion in a new light, and that was a good idea. A lot of people followed it.
credo che il lavoro
To create streetwear collections turned out to be a rather difficult task. We make casual, comfortable and elegant clothing, but at the same time distinguishing ones, designed for ordinary men and women. So this is the main concept of our brand, and I try to follow it. The ideas for collections generally appear depending on fashion trends and on my personal interests and preferences. I could compare this process with painting a picture. First you have an idea, then during the work you have other different ideas, and you start understanding what and how should be drawn, what strokes to make, and as a result it all comprises into a solid picture. By means of fabrics and texture I try to interpret everything I'm interested in at the moment. Step by step all sketches and drawings turn into reality. The central theme of each work of mine is modernity. Clothing, no doubt, should be beautiful, but actual at the same time, appropriate for the time we live in. And I try to follow this concept because it comprises my reasons to work.
Mi piace moltissimo. Ecco, devono avere questi canoni.
Now we're in the studio, where haute couture dresses are created. They are the most elegant and beautiful gowns, designed for formal events, red carpets, etc. Let me introduce Gabriella. She is the person who helps me with this work. I want you to decorate this outfit with paillettes.
Io voglio che tu mi faccia queste cose qua di paillettes.
Here we are in the modelling department, which is run by Lucia. She works at creating proportions, forms of the silhouette, using as a basis original sketches.
Dal disegno mi realizza le silhouette, le forme.
My collections are designed for strong-willed businesswomen. She may have children, husbands and lovers, why not? Nowadays it's quite common. She's a real business lady which does her work and knows what she wants from life. She has a strong character and her set of mind is close to the men's ones. I don't keep in mind some definite image of this woman. In my opinion, it's no matter where she lives in Milan or in Tokyo.
Molto vicina alla mentalità dell'uomo. L'uomo alla stessa maniera.
I think men should look after themselves. For me, it's odd to hear that women should pay more attention to the way they look than men. Here, I can't really see any difference. In my opinion, the most important thing is to like what you do and how you look.
Perché non devi guardarti e piacerti per piacere a tua volta?
This department is in charge of knitwear, which plays a great role in our company. Earlier I couldn't focus on this direction, but now I prefer to control it personally, as well as other departments that we are going to see.
Lo vivo in prima persona, prima non me lo potevo permettere, ora avete visto tutti I punti, io vengo quotidianamente.
And here is my assistant.
I tried to do my best to help Ermanno.
Yeah, all the people who work here are real professionals. We didn't pay a lot of attention to knitwear before, but now we created a special knitwear department and I'm really happy about it. Even knitted coats are made here. We also experiment a lot with the knits here.
Che adesso è diventato altra satellite fondamentale per la nostra azienda.
Everything you see here is handmade. You can hardly find it anywhere else.
For example, we have turned to the old-time technology of scarf manufacturing as a basis, and now you see how it happens. Here we create gorgeous, really beautiful bags, including the one that Kylie Minogue is going to have.
And of course all the bags are handmade.
Now we are in the kids' wear modelling department, which is supervised by Sandra. This direction is also one of the most important of the market. Moreover, I really like to realise my ideas in small scale. It's the place where projects are created and new ideas are born. There are a lot of people working in this department with Sandra.
Junior, che viene progettato, fatto con le assistenti, con loro, con Sandra, che ha una grande esperienza in questo mondo.
Where are the sketches you showed to me? Please put them on the wall.
Ah, così bella. Ermanno
Scervino Junior line was launched almost right after the secondary line. Moreover, it happened by chance. Someone was showing to me the samples of clothes for adults made in small sizes. The idea to create a kids line based on the adult one has appeared to be great. This way we have started manufacturing the kids line.
Incominciare, mi piaceva moltissimo l'idea di vedere delle cose così piccine in armonia con quello che io facevo per adulti, è nata così.
Let me introduce Vincenzo, who's in charge of the men's collections production. Now the people working in this department are doing preparations for the show that is already happening in a month. To tell the truth, we are being awfully late, as now they are just on sketch design stage. But I must say that a lot of fashion houses work in the same schedule. On the eve of the show, people from this department have to spend a sleepless night, but are always on time to finish their work. As I have already mentioned, the menswear is produced in here. And this is Vincenzo's assistant, and there you can see ready-to-wear outfits.
Si progetta l'uomo, che questa è l'ultima sfilata, Vincenzo è supportato, ecco, la maglieria, gli assistenti di Vincenzo.
Questo è già tutto ripartito.
And now we are in the shoes department. Unfortunately now only Francesca and Giulia are here. But in this department, men's as well as women's shoes are produced.
In questo momento sono fuori e c'è il progetto sia dell'uomo che della donna. Qui succede dal disegno iniziale.
Ideas evolve here.
Dal disegno iniziale,
from sketch to the shoe, from shoe to the shoe buckle, then to the heel, and here is the final result. The stages of the process are the same as with the knitwear or haute couture dresses. Now you can see the drawings depicting the final version of shoes. As I've mentioned before, it's very important for me to have all these sketches and drawings kept handy, to understand how it will look on the catwalk. This helps me to see the result that is very close to the ideal one. These shoes will be presented at the show. Do you have ready-to-wear pair of shoes of this kind?
No, it's being produced now.
Before becoming a designer, I was communicating with celebrities a lot. There are many famous people among my friends, actresses, singers and other socialites. In a word, I'm close to the world of celebrities. I understand their desire to radiate and to be adored. The opportunity to interact with famous women is a priceless experience and real luck. I like to work with young actresses. It's easy to get on with them.
Con un'attrice giovane, con una celebrities, ecco, le capisco. È un bel rapporto, un bel rapporto. È l'ufficio.
This is a PR department. They are responsible for communication with celebrities, television, press and other sources of mass media. Here our brand image is created.
Milano, cioè risponde a tutto quello che è l'immagine, la divulgazione del nostro brand. Le campagne pubblicitarie vengono fatte.
Advertising campaigns always embody the conception that I initially wanted to express in my collection. Everything depends on it. The idea of the advertisement, choice of clothes, photographer. I collaborate only with those photographers whose work I really like. With the help of a good image, you can perfectly convey all the ideas of the new collection. The best pictures appear on the pages of known magazines, and they are the final results of the work that was carried out. And this is really very important.
Quella che ti fa capire chi sei e quello che stai facendo, no? La comunicazione in questo senso è molto importante. Leonardo.
This is Leonardo. And he's responsible for so many things, numerous concerns that we have in the office as well as in other studios. For example, he's in charge of photographs for the new advertising company made by Patrick de Marchelier. This is what we were talking about several moments ago. Image is the best way to convey the main concept of the collection, as well as to show what we have been doing for the 5 months of work.
Comunicare quello che hai fatto nei 5 mesi di lavoro. That's a rhythm I can dance to. Tell you I wanna dance. Questo è il mio ufficio stile.
This is the so-called styling department. I look at everything that has been done during several months of hard work. give my opinion and my comments. In this department we mix and match fabrics, materials and colours, and the process of fitting also takes place here.
Sono le prove generali di tutto quello che succede nell'azienda.
By the way, today we're going to have a fitting of women's sportswear line. Here is Giuditta. Please come in. She's always so supportive. Giuditta is a very good worker, and all outfits you can see in this room are composed by her. And let me introduce Roberto Cipriani. Please come here. He's in charge of the sportswear line. Martina is my muse. She inspires me a lot. She is so nice and attractive.
Vedi, bella, carina, eccetera.
Fitting is quite a technical process. Here the ideas are brought to life. Only when a sketch turns into a real outfit you can start analysing how all the elements fit together and how elegant and concise everything is.
Però poi dopo esiste una realtà che ti devi muovere, di praticità, di eleganza, di stile. I nostri piumini sono molto famosi e ci tengo a portare avanti il discorso.
Ermanno Scervino parkas are extremely popular since they are really stylish and beautiful, but I wouldn't name our creations as parkas. The only quality that unites them with parkas is good protection from the cold and bad weather. I would say we create haute couture overclothes. Martina, please come here. Now you can see a ravishing modern version of the traditional parka.
I
think I've achieved everything I could possibly wish for in my life. I had a dream which came true. I have always wanted to be able to participate in the work of my manifold studios, to monitor and control the entire creative process from the very beginning to the end. What else can I say? I love my job.
Il fatto di avere questa sede che amo molto.